What is up, YouTube? So today what we're going to be talking about is your buy box. What is your buy box? Why is it so important? And what does it mean to actually, have your buy box fully flushed out? How do you make sure that when you communicate with a realtor or a wholesaler or even a property manager when you're looking at potential inventory, that they know exactly what you're looking for so they can get you exactly that, right? And there's 9 criteria that we look at to make sure that, your buy box is defined enough, right? So first things first, what is a buy box? A buy box refers to a set of specific criteria that an investor needs to make an investment, right? So your buy box is essentially a property that hits your criteria, your investment criteria that will get you to your goals that you'd be interested in purchasing. For example, this will not be a complete buy box, it'll be a partial buy box. But for example, right now, what I would love to buy is a triplex um, in X market with a cash on cash return of a minimum of 20% off of a conventional 20% down home loan. I want to see, say, the 1% rule, and I want each unit to be three bedroom, one bathroom minimum, right? 4 bedroom is preferred. That would be a good buy box, but we can make it significantly better, right? So without further ado, what are those 9 little boxes or ticks that we need to see to make sure that a buy box actually makes sense? Number 1 is location. Specify the geographic location we're interested in buying, right? This is going into school districts, neighborhoods, zip codes, right? Really dive into your submarket so you can understand exactly what you want to make sure you can get there, right? The next one is property type. So is this a multifamily, single family, townhome, etc. The next thing is price range, right? So, a realtor really won't work with you until you have a pre-approval. So it's so important that once you have that pre-approval, you start working, right? So with that being said, that's going to be given to you more or less through your pre-approval, but something else that you want to make sure that you're conveying to your realtor. Size in square footage. This is relatively, straightforward. The example that I gave, my size in square footage was, 3 bedroom, one bathroom. But it can be a 4-2, etc. Whatever, you think you need to go ahead and get that cash flow. As far as condition, right? Do you want it to be turnkey? Do you want it to have a cosmetic rehab? Do you want to have a full gut rehab, etc.? Just important things to be considering. Um, I personally prefer turnkey. If I can find something that will cash flow and be turnkey, that's what I would like, just because it's so much less work. Yes, less upside, but I'm completely okay with that, assuming that I'm completely okay with that, assuming that it's a good deal and that I will be hitting my cash on cash return, right? Rental income. What do you want the property to actually be producing in terms of income? Do you want it to be hitting the 1% rule, 2% rule, etc.? Appreciation potential. Consider how has that market performed over the last few years. Tenant profile. Do you want A, B, C, or even D class tenants, right? Something super, super important to know. This is this is a super, super important metric and something to communicate, because the tenant quality will dictate, your peace of mind. Is your property being taken care of, or is it just kind of being thrown into the mix and, your tenants really aren't taking care of it, right? So something to consider. And last but not least, cash on cash return. For anyone that does not know, cash on cash return is simply kind of like your ROI, but it's different. It's its own metric, right? What it is say you put $100,000 in, that's down payment, closing costs, fees, inspection report, all that good stuff. Plus, say you put in another $20,000 into rehab, and you're all in for 100 grand. And say you make $10,000 cash flow, so profit at the end of that year, you have a 10% cash on cash return. That's healthy for long-term rentals. And you want to make sure that hey, I'm looking for, like I said, a triplex, 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom units. And I want my cash on cash return to be at a minimum of 10%. Boom. Right. So here's a few examples of a buy box. So this is a way to communicate effectively with a realtor, an investor friendly realtor, when it comes down to really talking about what you're looking for. So we were looking for a single family home, targeting properties priced between 150 and 300 grand in suburban neighborhoods of Dallas with strong rental demand and appreciation. We prefer turnkey properties with 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and modern amenities. Our focus is on properties in good condition with a minimum gross rental yield of 8% and a cash-on-cash return of 10%. Boom. Excellent, excellent buy box. And now a realtor or wholesaler has all the information they need to go out and start deal hunting for you. Let's get you that deal. Let's make it happen. I'll talk to you on the next one.